It is very much possible to become a self-taught artist. We just need to set up some rules for ourselves. So here are some handy tips for you. First one, eliminate distractions. Before starting your studies or work, be sure to rid yourself of anything that might distract you. We are prone to get easily distracted, so it's good to identify those things and try to eliminate them. This way, we're sure to focus for the whole time. For example, turn off the Wi-Fi on your phone, or put it in silent mode if you haven't yet. Set up a playlist that will help you. For me, depending on my mood or the type of work I'm doing, I have different songs I want to listen to. If I need to feel more energized, I listen to some pop or songs that make me want to dance. I know it might sound a bit counterproductive, but it really works for me. On the other hand, if I really need to focus on the task at hand, I'll go for something without lyrics so it doesn't distract me. So in short, find out what works best for you. Figure out the things that will help motivate you and keep them close. The ones that will distract you, discard them for as long as you're practicing. I know this whole process can be hard because sometimes every little thing is worth the distraction. You might need some tries until you find the perfect environment for you, but you'll find it through trial and error. Now, if you're teaching yourself how to draw, it's important to keep a schedule. Drawing only once in a while won't really help you, since drawing is a skill and the skill needs training. You'll need to practice it with some frequency. So that's why I recommend setting up a schedule. Really get a calendar or a journal and write when, where, and at what time you're going to be practicing. This way you feel like you already achieved something. You already decided on the time to practice, you wrote it down, and now you'll feel even more obligated to complete that task. I usually have a small list of habits on my journal. They're the same every day and I like to keep it simple so it's not overwhelming. We already have so much to do in a day, and piling even more things, even if it's just for yourself, can be a bit too much sometimes. So I write down 3 or 4 things that I want to accomplish daily, and in front of them I draw a little square. When I finish one of them, I'll tick them off, and it feels really good. I do this both for some personal tasks but for work as well. At the end of the day, seeing all those tasks completed feels like I achieved more than I thought. So what I recommend is first see what works best for you. How much free time do you have? How much time do you want to take from that time for drawing? You can choose to draw every single day for 30 minutes, for example, or practice 2 hours every Saturday and Sunday. You can even find something in between these two. Every 2 or 3 days you set up a 1-hour timer where you'll be drawing. See what best works for you and then write it down. Every time you complete your practice, tick that task off. Also, the schedule you set can be changed. If you're feeling like it's not working for you, change it up for something different. You have complete control of it. What matters is that you'll be drawing with some frequency so you can improve at a steady pace. Another thing that will really help you, whether you're beginning your art journey or if you're already ahead of it, is references. Whenever you're drawing something, find references of it. This goes especially if you're drawing something for the first time. For you to learn how to draw something, you first need to look at it. Take your own pictures or find them online. What matters is that you have them. You need to learn how to draw hands, then find some hand references. Need to learn how to draw the head? Then it is the same thing. References will be helpful not only to learn to draw, but also to find inspiration and ideas. Whenever creating a new character, it's a good idea to go and create a mood board or find some images that fit the idea you have. You can always create something out of thin air, but those ideas usually will come to you because of something you saw once upon a time. For example, I have this elf character that I definitely need to draw more often, and before drawing him, I went through Pinterest and looked up images of things I thought fitted him. That collection of images resulted in this design. So whether you're learning something new or need some inspiration, don't forget to look up some good references. I do have a few videos on where to find them, so look them up if you're having some difficulty in finding good references. And speaking of which, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe so you can see more videos like this. Now, we can only do so much by ourselves, so sometimes we still need some help from people that have been drawing for longer and that have some more experience. So it's good to look up some tutorials and online classes to help you out. You don't need to figure everything out by yourself. There's people out there, including me, that are creating classes and other handy tutorials to help you and make your art journey much easier. I like to make art easy and simple for everyone, so I'm constantly creating new classes that are perfect for beginners. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check this out. And online classes also often have exercises attached to them. I find this is really useful because it will hold us accountable. You're not just watching a video and that's it. You'll put into practice what you learned right away. When it comes to drawing, I feel that both watching a video or tutorial and immediately practice what you learned is much more helpful. You have that new information fresh in your head, but that won't do much if you don't try it out. Drawing is about action and practice, and of course you can learn some theory, but it's important to apply the things you learned so you don't forget them. Remember that you're not alone in this journey. There's lots of people out there in the same journey as you or have gone through the same troubles and found solutions to them and are more than willing to help. Look up videos on YouTube, Pinterest, social media, or just Google it and you'll find lots and lots of tutorials around. Take it easy. Set up small goals. Again, it's a good idea to write this down. Instead of, I want to learn how to draw. Think about exactly what do you want to draw. Is it people? Is it creating your own characters, a comic, animals, environments? For me, it was always creating my characters. And for a while, I would just blindly draw random people without thinking much about it. I would often get frustrated because I never really saw improvement. But that was mostly because I didn't have a specific goal of what I wanted to learn to get better at. I wanted to magically get better at every single aspect of drawing a character. And you can't. To create a character, you need to learn anatomy, color, proportions, clothing, expression, style, and even a bit of storytelling, and probably even more things that I don't remember right now. And inside each of these, there's still a lot to learn. So think about what you want to learn first. You want to get better at anatomy? Great, we already narrowed it down a bit. Now, what in anatomy do you want to get better? Is it faces, hands, poses, drawing the whole body, feet, the limbs, the hair? As you can see, there's a lot to choose from and you can take this slowly. Choose one and learn about it. See what you want to improve first and write it down. Then look up tutorials, references, and practice a lot until you feel like you got the hang of it. Once you feel more confident, then go for the next thing. By setting small goals and learning things step by step, everything will seem much less scary and you'll probably see more improvement than if you tackle everything at once. Finally, keep calm and have fun. In the end, you chose to learn how to draw because it's something you enjoy, so keep it that way. I know that you'll find some bumps on the road, but in the end, you should enjoy the whole journey. Experiment a lot, let yourself make mistakes, learn with them, and enjoy the whole process. This is the perfect mindset to have when drawing. If things aren't going well, then take a break and come back later with a clearer mind. If something is giving you trouble, then try a different way. You can also just stop it for the time being and practice something else. Later on, come back to it with a new perspective. Nothing is impossible and you'll be able to learn and improve in anything you want. You just need to find your pace. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and as always, keep on drawing.